National Assembly Speaker Alen Simonyan has signed a record on considering Armen Sargsyan's powers as the president of Armenia terminated. As a result, Simonyan has temporarily assumed the powers of the president. On January 23rd, Armen Sargsyan had announced his resignation as president. It has become known that the parliamentary faction of the ruling Civil Contract Party will, in all probability, nominate high-tech industry minister Vahagan Khachadurian as the next president of Armenia. The Investigative Committee of Armenia has completed the investigation of the criminal case on violating the rules of combat duty on November 16, 2021 at a military outpost of a defense zone which was handed over to the protection of a military unit. Accordingly, the investigation revealed that the Azerbaijani armed forces had invaded the sovereign territory of Armenia on the aforesaid date. The said Armenian combat position had come under their control. 13 of the 21 Armenian servicemen of this combat position had been captured by the adversary. The dead bodies of two of them, Daron Sahakyan and Arsen Gasparyan, had been transferred to the Armenian side on November 17th and 19th, respectively. 8 of these captured Armenian servicemen were later returned to the Armenian side, whereas 3 others are still being held in Azerbaijan. Major GG, Major NY, and Private SM are charged with felony and remanded in custody. On January 27th, this criminal case, along with an indictment, was sent to court. The COVID-19 situation is breaking records in Armenia. 3,127 new cases of the coronavirus were confirmed in the country as of Tuesday morning, and the total number of these cases has now reached 370,922. Meanwhile, the situation is quite tense in neighboring Georgia as well. The number of people infected with the coronavirus there has increased by 24,201 in one day, and over 30 people have died. The Georgian Prime Minister has tested positive as well. Kosovalı Armenians Karakin II on Tuesday headed for the United States on a patriarchal visit, the Mother See of Holy Echmadzin informed NEWS.am. In the U.S., Karakin II will meet with philanthropists to discuss programs being implemented by the Mother See. In an exclusive interview, Armenian ex-president Sargsyan discussed several issues, including the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict and current Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan's policy. According to Sargsyan, first and foremost, there could not be any document that would fully be only in the interests of Armenia. It would be in Armenia's interest if the territories in the entire security zone, and maybe even more, were reunited with Armenia. These cannot be worded in that manner. He reflected also on Prime Minister Pashinyan's statements that the issue of Nagorno-Karabakh was delegated to the UN Security Council after the April 2016 war, while recalling the UNSC resolutions of 1993 and also speaking about the possibility of the UNSC to adopt or not to adopt the document. Rihanna has stopped hiding what many had already guessed. She is pregnant. The father, of course, is her longtime boyfriend and popular rapper A$AP Rocky. Still no hint on the singer's Instagram, but everything is clear. Western media now, with the speed of Elon Musk's rocket, publish photos of the couple taken in New York. On them, Rihanna is captured with a bare and already round belly. To make the gesture even more spectacular, helped a pink Chanel coat, buttoned only one top button. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky have been together since 2020, but the two prefer not to talk much about their personal lives. Russian and French Presidents Vladimir Putin and Emmanuel Macron have again discussed Ukraine, the Kremlin press service reported. The sides continue to exchange views on the situation around Ukraine and issues related to the provision of long-term, legally specified security guarantees to the Russian Federation. Vladimir Putin once again outlined in detail the principal approaches of these problems. It was agreed on further contacts by phone and also on the possibility of holding a personal meeting between the presidents of Russia and France. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said he welcomed the diplomatic and military support provided to his country in recent weeks amid warnings of a Russian invasion. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki are expected in Kiev on Tuesday. They are to be followed later in the week by Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan.